From Rollins College, head coach Tom Klusman. He is joined by student athletes Jeff Merton and Sam Philpott. Rollins finishes the season 24-11, making its second Elite Eight appearance, 14th NCAA tournament appearance, and Sunshine State Conference tournament champions. Coach, if you'd like to start with an opening statement.
Whew, what a game. Boy, I think our team gave everything they had. I think we ran out of gas, the constant pressure, and I wasn't able to sub like we normally do. I didn't feel like some of our guys could handle the pressure. And then as the game went on, the guys that were playing had a tough time because they were just tired. And what an effort. What a good team Fairmont is. But I'm proud of these kids. These guys are just unbelievable. What a joy to be around every single day. They are just tremendous people, probably more so than great basketball players. And that's what we believe in at Rollins. And they've done us proud, and I told them I love them. I love our whole team. What an effort. These guys have just played their guts out, and I'm just very happy for them. Not disappointed. We gave everything we had, and we left it on the court. We made a decision. We were going to go with the guys as long as they could go, and I just felt like they gave me everything. And then we emptied the bench, but they're good. They're good, but we did ourselves proud. I'm not disappointed the way we played. I wish we could have played better, and yet if we could have gotten a little more substitution, a little more rest, I think we might have done a little better.
We'll open up for questions. If you could please state your name and affiliation.
Chris Bernozzi of DTWeastHoops.org. Before one of your starters scored 6.5 minutes into the game, you had 8 turnovers, and you were really struggling against the pressure, but yet you managed to hang in there, and you were only down 1 at the half. What was the thing that kept you afloat at that point? Your zone? What would you say?
Well, our kids have been resilient all year, and getting down doesn't bother them at all. We've been able to come back a number of times. We just felt like it would take us some possessions to get used to their press. We can practice all we want, and we can't simulate what the heck they're doing. And so we've got to go through it. We told the kids, we're going to make some mistakes, just hang in there. And as the game went on, especially in the first half, we did a better job of handling their pressure. And then in the second half, I just think we just wore out. But, you know, one of the things that we talk about, obviously their press was very good. They got so many offensive rebounds. And that's been, when we were not playing well, that was our Achilles. And they did a great job at that. So they hurt us on the press, and then they hurt us rebounding, and we couldn't overcome that.
Jeff, Greg Eklund, he's for the Orlando Sentinel. Can you address this season as a whole? This team was 8-8 at one point, and the run that you guys made to get here.
Yeah, our team is the most resilient I've ever seen out of any team I've played for. No matter the score, no matter what the record looks like, we never really give up. You know, we find a way to battle back, and that's been our motto this entire year. Kudos to Fairmont. They're a great team. But kind of what Coach said, yeah, we're resilient, and whenever we're down, we never look at the score, we never keep ourselves down. We just stay positive, stay motivated, and try to keep playing well.
Sam, can you address that?
Yeah, I think he spelled it to a T. There was an obvious adjustment period when we lost Deion Clark. He was one of our best players by every metric, and it took a while for the guys to step up, and some of the roles were reversed. Our young guys had to be forced into the action, and they did an admirable job. And you know, the team is just, like Jeff said, just very, very unselfish. It doesn't really matter who was the leading scorer. We've had multiple guys lead us in scoring throughout the year, and I think that it's just a very unselfish and an unselfish group that pushes each other every single day. And we had a heck of a ride, and I'm holding my head up throughout this whole ordeal.
Both these teams, and Coach, you and I talked yesterday about good three-point shooting teams. They gave up 40 in the first half, only 1 in the second half, and then they have so many different guys that can shoot. I'm sure you guys went over the scouting report and watched Jolly has struggled the last shooting the ball, but today you got the stroke back. You know, the worst time for you guys. It just seemed hard for you to find all those shooters all the time to defend. Can you address that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, they had outstanding guard play. I think that was one of the things that really did us in. Their guards were able to find holes in our defense and then kick it out to shooters, and they knocked them down. And we realized going into games that we're going to give up threes. That's part of playing zone, and they really capitalized on that. And they have multiple good shooters on that team, and kudos to them. They did a tremendous job.
Yeah, we've seen teams stay hot the entire game throughout this season, so it didn't really bother us. Second half, kind of what Coach said, kind of ran out of gas. First half we were down 1, and we didn't play that well. So we kept our heads up, and once it hit the second half, kind of just ran out of gas, and that's when the lead started to increase.
What were you thinking when Guy goes out early? It's still a close game. He's out with 4 fouls, 16-some minutes to go. You guys are right there. It's almost like they turned it up to a whole other level. Honestly, I've seen them 30-some games this year, and I haven't seen them almost like they had a little bit of anger about that with them. Sense that on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, that team had outstanding depth, and just when you thought that we took a guy out, they had more guys coming off the bench, and they were able to have pressure on us throughout the day, throughout the entire game, and we ran out of steam. But we handled it. We did a good job, and their depth really hurt us because they were able to bring guys in fresh, and we kind of had the same group out there, and we weren't able to have the sustainability on the court.
Coach, you've been around long enough to know how hard it is to get. How would you look back on that regional with the path that you guys took?
Well, that's a great question because these kids don't understand how hard it is. Not only we weren't going to get in the tournament if we didn't win our conference tournament, and we had to win 3 tough games in the conference tournament. Then we had to go up to Huntsville and win 3 games against the 1, 2, and 3 seed, and just unbelievable. And to come here, we gave it everything we had, especially in that first half. It's so hard, and things have to go right. And I've been doing this a long time, and this team is a special team. They've gone as far as any other team we've ever had at Rollins, and we've had some nice teams over the years. And I told them how proud I am of them, that you will look back at this and look of fond memories of this run. It doesn't happen all the time. We've got a lot of guys back, and I think it's going to be hard as heck trying to even get out of our conference. Because everyone's good, getting better, the coaching's getting better, players are better. So this was a run. We wanted to enjoy it. We really enjoyed being out here in South Dakota, even though it's cold as heck, especially for me. But everyone's been great out here, the hospitality and everything. And our kids have enjoyed this thing. We made it fun during this experience because exactly what you said. This doesn't happen all the time. This is the second time in 37 years that I've coached we've ever done it. Rollins never did it before I coached. So it is a tough thing to do. And I think as you get older and look back at things, that's the time you really appreciate and realize that, holy cow, what in the heck did we do? And, we've been under the radar for quite a bit of the year because we started off 8-8, and when we beat people, they're not that good, and we just kept playing. And I'm not saying Fairmont took us lightly, but I think they thought they were going to win without a doubt, and I think we surprised them, but we gave it all we had in the first half. And but again, it's been a run that I will appreciate more than ever. I sure do appreciate this run better than the first time we did 13 years ago. I didn't know what the heck was going on, and I made sure the kids enjoyed this run and this time. And it couldn't happen to a better group of young men. I just love these kids, and I'm so proud of them.
If you make it back, will you request an opening tip time other than the first game?
Well, You know, it's just the way it is. I mean, you know, that's part of basketball. You roll with the punches and you just handle things. I think the one thing that our kids have learned, and we've tried to tell them, is you just have to adjust. That's life. You know, what people forget about in basketball is everyone's thinking you want to win. What I try to teach, we want to win, but I'm trying to teach these young men things about life. That's what sports are all about. And in a lot of ways, we've forgotten that. This is part of their education. And if it can help them in the rest of their life, that's what athletics were all about. And so we got to adjust. Things aren't perfect. The refs don't make calls right. We got to handle it. We got to keep playing. No excuses. And you know what? If you think it's going bad, that's kind of how life is sometimes. And you got to keep hanging in there. And then you keep plugging and it hopefully turns around. And that's what I try to teach these young men, and they've done a great job of handling it. I didn't see them complaining very much. I think early in the year we were griping with the refs a little too much. This team's been great. They just, okay, bad call, we'll live with it. But that's how life is. And you got to handle the punches, and everyone gets bad punches. And it's how we handle them. That's what life's all about.
Thank you. Congrats on a great season.
Okay. Thank you all. Appreciate your support and everything.